Hey guys, Fat Man's back at ya. Had to use that again. And I'm going to show you why. I needed to make some lacing, which is just thin strips. That's all it is. Nothing special. Out of a piece like this. And I don't have a lacing cutter. But if I've got a good, thick, heavy ruler, something that's not going to move when I hold it there, I can set this on my bench and I can just kind of get my spacing the way I want it. Let's zoom in a little bit. Alright, slide over. I get my spacing where I want it, and if I want 1/8 inch, I'll just take another ruler. I'll just go set it at 1/8 on both ends. And you do need a really good sharp blade. So I've got a brand new blade in here. And I'm just lightly, because if I go light, it's not going to move on me. So I'm just gonna, I'll make a few passes because I don't want anything to move on me. A lacing cutter would do all this without, you know, you just slide your leather through it and it slicks it. So there we go. Now I got another lace. The reason I need laces is for the toggle. I haven't exactly figured out what I'm going to use for a toggle yet. It'll be something. So, get your back out. Here's the bag. I have not turned it right side out yet because, well, it's a pain. It is definitely a pain. So let's get that out of the way. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the front flap. And what I did is I put a mark here at the center and I put another mark 3 inches up. Because I figured if I could kind of do a rounded thing here, it might be kind of cool. So if I want to round it here and then go up, I need something to make it round. I thought, as I was sitting here tinkering and looking, I thought, huh, that mother's has got a nice curve to it and it's about right for what I want to do with it. So I'm just kind of going to go like this. With my red marks. And now I have that part done. And if I go this way, from that mark up here to wherever it meets the curve, and just draw my line, it's going to come down. It's going to have just a little bit of a curve because I don't need a lot. I don't want a lot. So I'm doing the same on this side. So what I wind up with is a nice cut there. And I'm just going to put one toggle in. It's not quite as big as my other bag, so I think one toggle should hold it closed plenty well. Now up here, I don't want to have just a sharp corner since I'm rounding everything. I took, and I guess I did that while you weren't looking, I rounded just the tops of the flap just so it looked nicer. So this, I don't want it to be super rounded, so I'm going to go back to my 1.5 inches here. And I'm just going to place it where this one side is on the edge. Let's zoom it in again. There we go. Okay, my grandkids are here, so I'm stuck on funny noises today. They love it when I do it. So I'm right on the edge here. It's easier to move my work than it is the camera. Well, my phone, I guess. So we're here like this, and I'm just gonna go like that, and it just kind of rounds it a little bit. So I'm on my red line, and I'm on the edge, and then just like that, kind of rounds it out, and that's all I wanted to do. It should be a nice appearance. There. So let's find out. I'm going to freehand it. I'm keeping a pretty steady downward pressure because I don't want to have to come back and cut a second time. So I want it to cut through the first time. Just like that. And we'll take that and get it out of our way. I'm right-handed. If I was left-handed or ambidextrous, I could go from the other side. I'm not that good. So what I'm going to do is from this way. And again, just keeping that steady downward pressure. That's enough pressure to cut through all the way through the leather. Just like that. And there we have what is bound to be a nice looking flap. So here we go. We're going to turn it right side out. Keep in mind, if this was canvas or something, this would be easy. This is leather. Now we've got to turn it right side out, and this is going to be a bit of a chore. So here we go. All you can do is grab a corner and start pushing. Anytime you've got to, work with something like this, this is probably the hardest part of leather working, really. When you get down to it is when you're trying to turn it, you get it all stitched and everything and get it all back out. Getting there. I had thought I would take my other Haversack and show you the inside, turn it inside out. I said, oh, the heck with that. That's way too much work to do this. Oh yeah, so you got to get down in those corners. Now remember, I didn't round these much, so once this is all pushed back out, you're hardly going to tell that they're even rounded at all. Itchy nose. All right. Kind of like this. This flap's got to get worked in a little bit. All right, so this is far from the end. We'll do the toggle. I always like to have plenty of flap. That way if I overfill it, I can still get it. I'll just have to make the toggle somewhat adjustable. Or even if you have to overfill it, you just don't close it right. That's why I had the buckles on my other one. Oh, sorry about the itchy nose. So there we go. What I like to do then is I'll fill it with paper or something and kind of form it a little bit and let it sit for a while. Sometimes you gotta let it sit for a couple of days, a couple of weeks even. My other one I fill it with towels and folded towels to keep it squared off a little more, but I used a bigger diameter on the corners. I think this looks pretty nice the way it is. I'll put something in it once I have the toggle ready. So I'm going to find a piece of, I don't know what, preferably round, because that works best for toggles. And then I'll figure out how I'm going to do it. And I will be using some of this lacing to hold the toggle on, and I think I'm going to use a loop that the toggle goes through. Instead of like cutting a hole in the leather, I'll attach a loop to it. Maybe we'll just slit the leather and finish off their edge so we can push a toggle through. I haven't really decided. I'm kind of a little out on that yet. But I'll figure it out, and I'll come back and we'll see how it goes. But hey, it's a pretty nice bag so far. It's not super huge, but I'll tell you what, you could get quite a bit of snacks and stuff in there to get you going for a few days. Now it's smaller than my other bag, but not by a whole lot. So we got it that far. We'll get back with you when we got the toggles and stuff, or a toggle and system ready to go. So stay safe. God bless, and check out the next video. Have a great day.